let me try and probe some of these things individually. Now, like for example, I can relate to the fact that India didn't do well while the world markets were doing so well, simply because India had done so well in 2022 that this relative valuation had to correct. Now, the same argument, Gautam, I'm extending to say pharma. Yesterday was a different case in point, but we've seen the last 15 days, the screen tell us that there is selective buying happening in some of the pharma names. I mean, yesterday was the API companies, but before that, Aurobindo moved, some others moved, etc. Now, we, of course, waiting for the results and the commentary from the companies to come out and tell us whether the US generic companies will actually have a great quarter or no. But I would love to understand what within healthcare stands out as a chart for you, because I'll tell you why. Sorry, I'm extending this question, but I'll tell you why, because fundamentally, a lot of people who track healthcare mention that they are not interested in the Reddy's and the Sun Pharmas and the Aurobindos of the world. They are probably interested in the Indian generics. They're interested in the hospital stocks, and they're interested maybe at much lower levels on the diagnostic companies. So people have a very different view of healthcare now and a very nuanced view. Where are you on this?
I would be a slight contrarian in context of the consensus view that you actually put out, because I think diagnostic was a big theme in 2020 and 2021. The Dr. Path Labs and the Metropolises of the world, they all became multi-baggers. And thereafter, the same stocks lost 60, 65, 70%. So it's quite baffling that fundamentally something can do so well in a year and then just lose everything. And that's why I think technical analysis plays a very important role, because you have to play these cycles, to actually eke out returns. Diagnostic, I think, is still recovering. Everybody's talking about some of these Metropolis. People have started talking about Loris Lab, a well destroyer. Unfortunately, I have to tag it that way for the last 1 year. They're all recovering, but I'm not chasing these names. I'm chasing those stocks which actually stood out when pharma went through a massive bear market. So we love Dr. Reddy's. We love Sun Pharma. We love Alchem Labs. I think they did absolutely nothing in difficult times. And I think they are going to be the star performers. Divi's Lab, I think, was a little overowned on the way up, and then was completely shrugged away on the way down. Everybody gave up on Divi's Lab. But it got to long-term supports, and what a wonderful opportunity you had based on risk reward. So we love Divi's Lab. If you have to play contrarian, don't play in leg 2 and leg 3. Play in leg 1. Play with the big boy. So I think Divi's, the names which I mentioned, I like them. And just to top that list, Apollo Hospitals. I think that's a structural story for a decade. Even in the diagnostic fall that happened, Apollo is probably one stock which actually, held out if you talk about hospital business and diagnostic put together. So that's the only name probably which we like in diagnostic and ignore everything else.